wanted to record this video before I go to the consultant. I'm going to the Turkish consultant in Misrata. I'm gonna apply for a translator job there because I know Turkish, Arabic, and English, as I stated previously. And this is just the beginning of the year, so it's the end of the 2023. And I wanted to take like some kind of an overlook about the previous 2 years and how I overcame the obstacles there and how you can learn from this. So 2021 ended very badly for me. 2021, I lost my first competition in boxing, and so far it was my last. I'm training again, but I'm still not competing, which destroyed me like emotionally and psychologically. I gave up a lot of things to continue my training, even though I lived outside of my city where my gym is located by 40 kilometers. And my car broke down, and since my car broke down, I can no longer go to job, and therefore I can no longer work, and therefore I lost my job. And after repairing the car to my neighbor who was the mechanic, I lost all my money, and he didn't repair it fully. He broke it down even further, and we had a fight, and he cut me with a knife here. So, but of course I like hold the hand he's having and started smashing his face till his siblings came and stopped the fight. So 2021 ended in a very bad way for me, both physically, my pretty face, economically because of my car and having no job, and logistically because I live outside in the countryside, way far from any job resources or any worth having job resources. And mentally because of my loss and defeat. So I thought about what could I do, since I cannot have like a stable job or morning job, like a full-time job. I can have a part-time job at the evening. What can I do in the evenings? And I started to think I could give courses, English courses or Turkish courses, but because of the political reasons in my city, giving Turkish courses will only cause me trouble. Therefore, I just gave English. And even though I gave only English, the people who I gave English at, they tried to rob me from my money, which was like 200, 300 dinars. It wasn't even worth robbing me of it, but because of women management, and they hate women management. They always like never trust women management. Always have your like 4 eyes open with the women management. Anyway, so I started working there, and at the same time I started to take courses because you need to develop yourself as a person and increase your value as a person with your knowledge and the capabilities to increase your value per salary, or what? How can I state it? With your income. Okay, in general, the more worth you are as a person with your knowledge and capabilities, the more worth you are with your income. That's just the way it is. It is correlated. Now, does other factors play into it, like marketing, your personality, and all that? Of course, but in general, the more valuable you are in the field you are in, or in different fields, the more income you can make. Now, after I finished this, the courses I've been taking VLF and STEAM courses about teaching. I was improving heavily upon teaching, just to improve my abilities in teaching. I collected some money, and my family situation wasn't going very well. My mother wouldn't respect me. My mother wanted a man in its figure, not as a man in his with his respect and commandments. So she only wanted me to do things as she pleases, but when I have the opinion or tell her to not do something or certain things that I knew will only cause harm to us later, she wouldn't listen, and I would have to fix the damage. And I got sick of it because I've been doing that since I've been a kid. I was telling my mother to not do this, to not trust this person, to not make the rent here, rent there. and she wouldn't listen. It's a constant repeating loop over and over again. And she wouldn't respect me, and she will always say, deny all the good I did. And this is something in human nature in general. So I don't blame her for denying my good. I blame her for not respecting me as a man, because I did everything and more to fulfill the role as a father, because my father left me when I was 6 years old. And same with my sister and my other brother. So once your mother doesn't respect you, or the head of the house doesn't respect you, eventually the rest would not respect you too. So I decided that was enough for me with them. I have helped them build a house, and I have helped them feel secure. So that was the maximum I could do there. Staying there will only crush my soul, because a part of my soul was deteriorating and dying the further I stayed there. Okay. Now, I collected 600 dinars, which is nothing, because $5 dinars is equal to $1. So I had like $115. And I had a last fight with my family, unfortunately, which caused me like a broken leg. Not broken leg, dislocated leg. Broken is too much drama. And my bones are from steel, so it was dislocated. I don't want to indulge in what happened with my family, but eventually I took all my things, stayed homeless for 3 days in Baghazi, and then went to Sabha. I texted one of my friends from Facebook. I never met, by the way, and he lended me 1,000 dinar. And I stayed with him in Ramadan, and all this was in Ramadan. So I stayed the entire period of Ramadan except the last 3 days, and I learned a lot from him and took a lot of courses from him. He's very emotionally smart person, but he lacks in some areas, but that's something for him to work on, not for me. I went to Tripoli. As I went to Tripoli, it was like the last days of Ramadan. Immediately, as I arrived to the people who are hosting me or having me as a guest, because I didn't know them. It was all through Facebook, and this is the importance of having good network and displaying yourself in the social media, because people will help you out when they see you need help. And I stayed with them, and the second day, immediately after resting, I went to the different schools, international schools there, and different courses, locations, and all of them were closed. And then I went to the Boumashmasha, which was like a street full of graphic design, advertisement companies, agencies, and I submitted myself for there, which ended up me working there for 1.5k. Everybody told me I cannot make 1.5k as a graphic designer because of your skills and blah blah blah. In Baghazi, maximum I ever got was 1k, and they didn't feel like I deserve it. In Sabha, the maximum I ever got was 700 dinars. So 1.5k, it was the first time ever in Libya. I conquered the limits that people expected from me. I worked as a graphic design for 2 months. While working in graphic design, I noticed that there is an exhibitions which hosts different international companies, and one of the international companies are Turkish companies. I was going there picking up girls, because it's been a while since I was picking up girls. I was like talking to this bitch, this bitch, this bitch. But with this, a light bulb popped in my head, or turned on in my head, over my head. And I noticed that I can be translating for them, and I even can represent the company in my country, and it would give me instant money, a shortcut. But it didn't work like that, so I only worked as a translator. I made a professional card, and I submitted it. I gave it to all of them, and that started to accumulate my reputation as a translator in Tripoli. And I also translated for 2 international exhibition companies, the head one in Libya and the head one in Turkey, in their contract. Going forward, first international school didn't work out. Second one didn't work out. Like, didn't work out. I don't mean that I have started began working with them. They just gave me promises, and ignored me later, which was for their loss because currently I'm the best teacher in my current international school, of course. Now, the school I'm working at, they have 7 different branches in the city I live in. I applied to the 3 different branches, the main one, the secondary, and the third, and they all didn't accept me till I applied for the one in my region, and they accepted me. And once they accepted me, I negotiated the highest price because I was going to teach physics and computer science for IGC. And they accepted it. And now I'm not only teaching that, I'm also teaching math from grade 3 to grade 9, physics, computer, math. Pearson curriculum, IGC. And once they had a meeting with the main branch, I came there and looked at the principal who rejected me. Like, fuck it, bitch, suck it, bitch. Because I'm currently one of the best teachers there. So that was like kind of a nice thing that happened. I was really happy with that. If they gave me the chance, I would have worked very hard there and for a less price. But they didn't. So they can't suffer for that. Now, right now, the year ended, my income went from 600 dinars, as I said in Baghazi. Now I make 4K, 3.5K Libyan dinars per month, which is very, very high age in Libya, but it's still not enough for me, for my dreams, because I must make 10K per month, and 10K Libyan dinars, not 10K dollars. 10K dollars is the goal, the ultimate goal for my financial freedom. But right now, the goal is 10K for Libyan dinars, which is easier, which is equivalent of 2K in dollars. Hey, what's up? Last time I recorded was when I was going to the consultant and I was wearing some beautiful suit with a nice looking hair. But unfortunately, the work there didn't go well. I went to the consultant, and as I went to the window, there was a Libyan guy. And the thing in Libya, there is a lot of, how can I put it in words? Backstabbing, or not backstabbing. You need to trust somebody for him to backstab you. Pulling down, trying to ruin each other, envy. There's a lot of envy, and there's a lot of digging holes for each other. So when I went to there was no Arabic, Turkish, English translator as I am. And there was only one guy who speaks Arabic and English. And the Turkish, it is a Turkey consultant that I was going to work at. So they didn't allow me to go in. And he was like, just give me a CV, just give me a CV and go. But I didn't accept that. So I went for a walk, then came back again with the printed CV because I didn't have a printed CV with me. And I submitted it to the window and one to the Libyan guy, and then I called the guy into the Tripoli embassy, the Turkish embassy in the Tripoli, and he gave me their email, direct email to the Turkish people who work in the consultant, and I sent my email there. It was a waste of money, time, and sacrifice. So I really didn't like it, and I went to some Turkish company, applied there, and I hope they will contact me for work. Even though I still have a work, as I said, I make like 4K per month, 5K maximum, and the goal is 10K. Now, what I want to take out of my story, which is the most useful part of my story, is first thing first. If your family is dragging you down, take them to a safe place. If you are like the eldest, like me, and you believe you have bigger potential, and your family is just dragging you down, take them to the safest place you can take them to, and then leave them. Because if they're not listening to you, if they're not respecting you as a man, it will take part of your soul, and it will just ruin you from inside, and you will emit to be nothing. I was gonna be happy 100% to stay there with my family if they just respected me. If my mother just respected me and listened to my word and applied what I said, and my sister and my siblings applied what I said, I would be happy broke. I don't want to be rich for rich itself. I don't want to buy watches. I don't even buy fake watches, Chinese watches or rings. I don't want them. What I want is power, respect. That's the utmost goal I want. So if my mother expected me, I would have been happy living there. I would have trained, and I would try to get my best to get be the champion on the weight class I'm fighting at. But unfortunately, my mother wouldn't, and it was taking part of my soul slowly, slowly. And I have helped them building a home, made sure that they are secure, and left. Some people may feel it's slow move, some may not. I don't know. I thought about it a lot, and if I stayed there, I would sacrifice myself. And I don't mean killing myself, of course. I mean like sacrifice my soul. Second thing is constant hard work with smart planning is the best combination. Hard work in itself is good, smart planning in itself is good, but without consistency, it is nothing. And without each other, it is a half work, it is a half art or half map. You need them together to make a good map or a beautiful full art. So you need both of them. And third thing is always network through Facebook, through whatever social media you have. Always network with people who have same tastes and same interests as you. And even the people you don't really like and don't click with a lot, but you know they will be useful in the future, just connect with them, man, and suck up for their stupid jokes. I know that sucking up is bad. I don't want to suck up. Not telling you to be a suck up. I'm not a suck up. But sometimes in life, you have to tolerate some stupidity, some bad jokes from people just to get good terms with them. Because only a fool makes enemies when he can make friends. So don't be a fool. Okay? And fourth and last thing is take risks. If you want to change your life 180%, which I did, and I'm still doing, inshallah, you need to take a huge risk that you to the unknown. You cannot play it safe and think that you will get high reward. High reward, high risk, low risk, low reward. Usually life is like that. Unless you are lucky, then you can do some low risk, high reward. That's sometimes. And there are some high risk, low reward things. Yes, a lot. But usually, it is high risk, high reward. So that's the final lesson I want you to learn, and I hope that it was helpful if anybody listened to it, because I didn't make this in a presentable way. It is just me documenting it for later in my life, inshallah. So when I look back, I feel grateful for how far I've been, inshallah. So this is more of a message to me than to you. And I'm sorry for not uploading lately. I haven't been consistent on this channel. I have another channel, which is I have already spoke about Libyan Cast. I've been consistent on that, and my Turkish channel. I have like 700 on my Turkish channel, and now with Libyan Cast 55 subscribers, and this channel I think 18, which is not an excuse. So I must be more consistent. My sleep, I have ruined my sleep schedule. My sleep schedule, and the most important thing in your, any schedule, any routine you have, is your sleep. That's the number one thing. Your sleeping time and waking up in time. Then everything will be on place. If you cannot control your sleep, then you cannot control the rest. That's like for me and for most people I know in my life. Anyway, I'm getting off topic right now. So thank you for watching, and see you another time. And I will be more consistent with my videos and share you my wisdom.